Hi, superstars. Today we'll be talking about investments for children with high return on investment. Building financial wealth for your children today that will help secure their financial future tomorrow is something that should not be taken lightly. It should be taken very, very seriously, my superstars, because it is said that children are the leaders of tomorrow and laying a great foundation for them today that will help them transition smoothly into that future and will also ease you a lot of financial stress is something that everyone should think about. So in this video, I'll be giving you about 3 investments you can do for children with return on investments. But my superstars, number 3 is my favorite, and I'll be giving you reasons why number 3 happens to be my favorite. And by the end of this video, you will know 3 investments you can carry out effectively that will help you secure your children's financial future. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first one is a savings account. Okay, did you know that you can actually open a savings account for your child even from birth in any financial institution? You can walk into any bank and open a savings account for a child. Okay, from there you can deposit money from time to time and they'll give you interest on those money. All right, so this helps you save up for a child. Whenever you have spare money, you move it to that account. Whenever they are gifted any money, you send it to that account. So the money on that account keeps compounding, the interest keeps growing. Okay, so this savings account, they do give interest. The interest varies from banks to banks. So before opening a savings account for your child, you could walk into different banks and make inquiries before you take a decision on which one to settle for. However, it gives a great way to make money for your children. The second one is that you can actually invest in the education of your children. Yes, we have education funds. You can actually open an education account for your children, and in any financial institution, in any bank, you can walk into any bank and open a school fee account. All right, so that will enable you save money specifically for school fees. All right, you can move money to that account for any time, at any time, just for school fees. All right, this account actually works for rainy days because it's not every day that it will all be all shiny and all glowing. All right, there will be days that maybe you don't have enough, and then you remember that you have money somewhere you can fall back on, and this will help you. You can start saving for higher institution as early as when they are kids. Gradually you move money to that account specifically for school fees. Okay, my superstars, so you can walk into any bank and find out most of these accounts have high interest rates. So if you walk into any bank, you can make inquiries and get started. Okay, so number 3 on the list, which also happens to be my favorite, is real estate. Yes, my superstars, you can actually buy lands for your children as early as when they are kids and leave it there to grow over time. Land is one stable investment you can do, be it an adult or a child. Is a very stable investment. The assets keep compounding and increasing in value over time. Okay, so I was thrilled by what a celebrity did in this country for her child. She actually gifted the child land in a state in Nigeria. And that was the greatest gift that parents could give her child. Because over time and over years, that property will increase in value. That's the great thing about real estate. It keeps increasing in value. It does not depreciate in value. Real estate appreciates in value. It's not affected by inflation, not affected by government policies, not affected by things going on around. It keeps appreciating in value over time. So getting a real estate for your child today and selling off after 15 years or 10 years gives you massive profit that can help that child transition smoothly into adulthood. A friend told me that the family members of another friend, that the father was always buying lands for the children. Whenever he was paid his salary, his meager salary, he would acquire a property somewhere for the children. And when the children eventually grew up and became of age, he now gave those properties to each of those children. And I was like, wow, this is a great father. And do you know that for the women, he sold those properties, some of those properties, and funded their wedding and gave the remaining money to them as wedding gifts, and also gave them each of them a land. Okay, and some of them later, the boys, one was able to sell a land and send himself to school abroad while he still had other properties lying there. So the greatest gift you can give to your child in these days is a land in a viable location where the asset, it's an asset, it doesn't depreciate in value, keeps appreciating over time in value. Okay, so one of the advantages of investing in real estate for your children is that that child has financial security. Yes, the value of land keeps appreciating. That child has financial security and can always fall back on that land, can either decide to sell it out or lease the land to solve problems in later years. Okay, and if you have challenges with paying school fees, you can always sell this land and pay school fees or sort out problems as regarding the child. This eases you a lot of stress as a parent. Okay, my superstars. Okay, so the next advantage of giving your child real estate is that it's not affected by the country's economy. It keeps appreciating in value. Lands appreciate in value. Every year it keeps appreciating in value. It does not depreciate in value. So whenever you have need for the land, you can always sell it out and solve that problem. The price you buy a land today is never the same price you sell it few years from now. I've heard so many stories of someone who bought a land at 1.5 million naira so many years, about 10 years ago, and this year was able to sell it at 28 million naira. So my superstars, you see, it keeps appreciating in value. There's nothing wrong with getting that spare money and buying a property somewhere for that child. It secures the future of that child. Okay, the next advantage is that it teaches your child to make smart financial decisions. Every child who grows up to hear that this land was bought when he or she was a child, and then it has appreciated in value and is gifted to them at a very high amount, that child will be able to make smart financial decisions, will also be able to take decisions like that that will also help the next generation. Okay, so by that, you are imparting financial literacy to that child, which will in turn help you as a parent. Okay, my superstars. And I hope I've been able to convince someone to invest in real estate or any other investment for a child, as this eases a lot of stress from you as a parent in latter years. All right. So if you're thinking of starting a real estate business in Akwa Ibom State, if you're thinking of acquiring a property, be it in hectares, in square meters, in acres, or whatever size it is, you can always reach out to me and we'll work based on your budget. We have lots of lands that are perfect for land banking, for reselling, for building commercial houses, for building companies, for building whatever. Even if you're a real estate company looking to start in Akwa Ibom State, you can always reach out to me and we'll help you get started. Okay, my superstars. All right. If you have any question, please leave it in the comment section and I'll get right back to you. And my superstars, if you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Thank you. What would you love us to talk about in our next video? Please write it in the comment section, as I'm always at your service. Okay, till our next video, always and always remember that I love you. Bye, superstars.